guys, it's Brittany Webster. I am the CEO, owner, and operator of Perfectly Polished Me. Make sure you hit like because you love it and hit share. Also be sure to subscribe so you can keep up to date with us because it's definitely more to come. So let's just jump right into it. This is a gel polish application tutorial. Step 1, you want to make sure that you have a lint-free nail wipe. I purchased mine from OPI. It is their Expert Touch lint-free wipes. You want to use that lint-free wipe because you want to prevent anything from sticking to the nail plate. And then you want to use a primer. I prefer a gel primer. I personally use today's Miracles primer. It is acid-free. This can also be applied as a gel polish base. Using a gel polish base, I don't use the polish kind because it's not necessary for acrylics. For the natural nails, yes, because of the natural oils, but for acrylics, it's really not necessary, so just save yourself this step. After you apply the primer, you want to make sure that you slide the hands in for 15 seconds. I don't know why I do that, guys. I think it's just something in my mind that it's going to make the primer a lot sticky. Like, I don't know, but that's just something that I like to feel comfortable doing. And now you can go ahead and apply your gel polish application. Now, in this tutorial, I am using Valentino Pure Beauty polish that I got offline, a shade of nude. It's number 051. I don't believe that they identified as anything else, like a fancy catchy phrase or name. It's just the numbers. I think it would be more cool if they did have some, cool fun names to name their. But anyway, Valentino tends to be, as a product, it tends to be very thick and very pigmented. So with that being said, you want to apply very thin coats. You want to make sure that you're not using a lot of product, because if you use too much gel polish, it tends to bubble up. It will not cure properly, and that will result in the client experiencing chipping during the 2 weeks that they are wearing the nails. So make sure you remember thin to win. I remember that catchy phrase from Young Nail. It always stuck with me. Another thing some nail techs like to do, they pour a very small, tiny amount of acetone into their polish just to thin it out, or they use a thinner. Me personally, I've done that when I feel like the polish is getting older and I'm kind of like, running out of it and I want to stretch it. So then, yeah, I will do that. But for this particular set, I just did very thin layers of gel polish. And that's why I got it, to where it didn't look so thick. So now we are going to take the brush, and you want to do up the middle, around the sides, and you want to make sure that you are completely polishing the entire acrylic enhancement. And I say this because sometimes nail techs fail to make sure the sides are they don't double check with the sides and make sure that the sides are completely filled with polish, because sometimes if you don't pay attention, you can actually skip a space and it'll be visible. So when you're using the brush, make sure that you are maneuvering your client's fingers and rotating your client's fingers in the same direction of the brush and where you want the polish to go. This way you can focus on the entire nail and you can see if it's completely covered. So get in the habit of that, and also making sure that you put polish on the tip of the nail also. Whenever you are polishing, make sure that you are taking the polish all the way down to the cuticles, to where there are no gaps in between the actual enhancement and the cuticles. You want to make sure that you're taking the brush and you're using the tip of the brush, but with a little bit of pressure to push the polish closer and closer to the cuticle as much as possible. without getting any polish on the client's skin or on their cuticles. Make sure that you use a brush to clean off the sides. It can be acetone, polish remover, just something to get that excess polish off of the client's skin. You don't want them to leave with polish on her skin. It is not a good look. It appears that you were rushing, you weren't taking your time, and clients don't like that. So yeah, make sure you're paying attention. So after you have put 3 coats on, you should see that there are no streaks. It is completely covered. It looks good. There's no gaps. There's no spaces. It's great, right? So when you are working with nudes and bright colors and working with pastels or white polish, it tends to need 3 coats. I mean, if you're working with a very pigmented color, such as this one, you would only apply 2 thin coats. 2. Again, you don't want to make it so thick because it is more pigmented, right? So be mindful when you are polishing. So once you have completed all 3 coats, you now can, and make sure you cure each coat with 60 seconds. I'm not sure if I said that. Yeah, so you want to now put a thin layer of gel top coat. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. As I mentioned earlier, please like it because it's dope content and you love it, right? And please subscribe. We love new subscribers. And I hope to see you all soon. Thank you.